My name is Jere Crago. The middle initials stands for Lewis, which was the name of my father, who was also previously employed at Delgado when it was a trade school, and attended it also when it was a trade school. I first began teaching as simply business law. And when I taught it the first go-round in the summer, I realized that it should be broken down into two courses for students. And we ultimately accomplished that, although it's back now because of circumstances to only one course. Now, the students that I had were students that were seeking basically to determine what they wanted to do. They had not made up their decision in most instances. Plus, Delgado was on the forefront in the area of computer technology, and many of those individuals were interested in that area. And so they would come into those programs, and business law was part of the required courses. I also had individuals who were deaf. We had deaf interpreters on the staff, and they were part and parcel of the classroom. And we could have students who would volunteer to take notes for those young men and women who were deaf. And we also had, in some instances, individuals who were handicapped. But they were very interesting, a wide spread of students, some wanting only a limited type of course or program, and others who wanted to go beyond. Now, of course, when you get into this issue of going beyond, the question began of transferability of coursework, and that ultimately would have to be worked out. We also have to recognize that when I first came here, this institution was part of the Orleans Parish system. It was not a state-run institution. It was run by a board appointed by the mayor. Leader of Delgado when I came here was Marvin Thames Sr. Now, Marvin Thames was, from what I had been told, the roommate of Russell Long, and he came here through the assistance of Earl Long and became the head of the institution. And he did have a vision, and that vision was to turn this into a community college. Community colleges were widely spread in Florida and elsewhere, and it was something that needed to be done. Now, the union, working with Victor Busey, who was head of the Louisiana State AFL-CIO, did go to the various legislators, and ultimately there was a passage of a law that transferred Delgado to state control. I was present on the floor, not on the floor, in the viewing area when that law was passed. And it made things better for the institution as a whole.